Hello, fellow floss tubers. I would like to say thank you for all the positive comments that you have given me and for as many subscribers as I've gotten. That really surprised the daylights out of me. And I would have been on sooner, but in case you haven't noticed, my voice is still a little off. I was one of the lucky ones that got a cold. So for 2 weeks, I have been trying to get rid of it and sounding just as bad. Kitty is wandering around, so if she starts to meow, I will apologize for that, but she likes her attention and she's a mama's girl. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead, and I've got all this stuff piled around me, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do within a half hour of my whips, my racks, and I also have some FFOs because a lot of you were asking about my FFOs. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of my whips. And this is the Beautiful Sea with Eric Shipley. And it's the one that I've been working on as a stitch along. So you can see this is about as far as I've gotten. It's coming along pretty good. After a while, I just got tired of working on it. I was doing part 10 and 11, and then I just got tired of it, so I put it away. There's some of 10 and 11 that still need to be done, but I think on Friday, well, today's Friday, might be next Friday. I can't remember when it comes out. It's either today or next Friday. I'll pull it out again and I'll work on it. So it's not something that I'm in a real big hurry to do, and it's not something that I'm too worried about. I do like it, so I can't complain too much. There are some things I wish was a little different, but you know, each to their own as far as the designers go, and I've enjoyed it. It's the first stitch along I've ever done, and so I'm happy with it. Then the next one that I've been working on is the I just put that paper away. I was trying to get something solid in the back. Anyway, is the challenge with what is it? HAED. I want to say head, but it's not head. Anyway, it's one of the first ones that I've done with them, and they're supposed to be really good and a lot of fun. They're very full. It does take a lot of work, and I'm way behind because I need to get that done by the end of the month, maybe middle of April. So I need to get a whole page done, and I haven't quite got there yet. So I'm working on that. Then the next thing that I've been working on and that I've been kicking tail on, a lot of you are following me on Instagram with this, and that is my Nantucket Rose. And there she is. I've gotten a lot of this area done. I still have I have some more to do on this side, which is kind of nice, and then it'll be done. I still have a little bit of background. Sorry about this. I'm trying to figure my camera out right now. So I have a little bit of background more to do on her, and then we're good. So you know, I'm real pleased with the way that it's come out. A lot of people were asking me about the pink here, and let's see if I can get this done right. The pink right here, they said it was darker than theirs. Probably the reason why mine is darker is because of the transfer from DMC to Madeira thread. I used Madeira thread, and one of the mistakes, and I will admit it was my mistake, one of the mistakes that I did make was that on her dress, and I don't know if you can really see, there you go, because it's rolled up. On her dress in this area right here is peach, and that was supposed to have been the brown that is used right here in the tree stump, and I'm not getting my fingers going right here in the tree stump. So that was supposed to have been the same color, but in doing the switch over, I misread it, or something, and so I got the wrong combination. So those are my works in progress, or my whips, and it's not a lot, and it's pretty cool. So I'm happy because I just got 5 minutes in, and I've got about 25 minutes to go to do my my FFOs and my RAKs, racks. So yesterday, anyway, I went and made myself, I got my fusible webbing in, or batting in yesterday. So I went downstairs and I real quick made this envelope bag, and that's what I have my Nantucket Rose in. So that's a good thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some of my FFOs, and some of these are old because, like I said, I took a good 10-15 year break before I got back into doing stuff. And then I rolled all my stuff in, this is the funny part, I rolled all of them in a towel. So I had all these rolled up in a towel, and then I was watching Vanna's video. And the funny part was, she was showing how she made some of these rolls, where you put your projects in. And my mother and I and some of the other ladies, we must have made 30 of them like 30 years ago. So I still had my 2 that I had made. And so I thought, well, cool. I can take all those out of the towels I have them wrapped in and put them in here because I'm not using these things. So that is going to be my next part. So when I'm done with this showing you, then they're all going to wind up rolled up in that thing. So one of the first ones that I finished, or this is one of the first things that I did when I first came back to doing cross stitch. And I took a class from Marilyn, and I can't remember her last name, and she's the founder of Stony Creek. So I took a class with her, and I really loved it. And the class was this particular design. So, see. And it's a sampler. It's the Love sampler that they have, and it has all of them. And there's all the pieces to it. I did the beading, and there's some other stuff. So everything was done. And in case you didn't notice, it was done in 2009. So in 2009, I was able to finish this, and I'm almost wondering if that's about the time that I quit working on stuff. It's hard to say. Now, way back in like 1980s, in 1990s, I was a member of the American Embroiderers Guild of America. So I was EGA. And so I was taking classes like crazy back then. And so one of the classes I wanted to take because I love embroidery, and it was a reminder of my grandmother. So I took Hungarian embroidery, and I learned, and these were supposed to be happy and sad. So, and if I remember right, they're the opposite of what you think. The red you would think would be sad, and actually I think that's the happy version, and then the blue is the sad version. Well, I'm trying to remember, but anyway. So this is what I did. Let's see if I can back that off a little bit. There you go. And there were a few things that I wasn't happy with, but it was fun to do, and I would do it again. The teacher that I took the class from, I think she was in her 80s or 90s at the time, so chances are she probably passed away since then. But I loved her class, and I found that I still have the book and all the information on it downstairs, and one of these days I may do it anyway. So here's the other one. They're both identical, just one is considered happy and the other one's considered sad. And in case you haven't figured it out, a lot of this stuff I need to get framed. But haven't got there. I will eventually. So there's two things. I know that there's a ton of stuff around. I have things that have been framed, and some of the frame stuff is down in a box because we took them off, and those would be precious moments and things like that. So when I got back into cross stitch, and I don't know if I even have a date on this one. There it is. Okay, 2014. So I got back into cross stitch I think about 2012, 2013. And so then we went down to Acorn down in Portland because I heard that that was a good shop and I really wanted to go down there. So I went down there and I found, and that's actually, this is the one that got me on the Madeira threads because I love the way that this felt. So this is one of the projects that I've done. And I love this thing. I just love it dearly. The gal that did this pattern has 3 others that go with it. So it's a seasonal thing. And so if anybody, and I will put that information down below so that you can see the pattern that I got this from. This is no longer available, and none of her other patterns are available. I've been looking all over for the other 3 and I can't find them. But if I could get a hold of them, I would love to have them. And if somebody has one and they want to trade for the other one, I'm more than willing. And I believe her name was Liz, and I don't remember the last name, so I will let you know. I bought the kit from Acorns down in Portland, and when I tried to get a hold of them for more stuff, they didn't have it, or it wasn't available anymore. So I was disappointed in that. But they said that the gal that had done that had decided to quit doing patterns, or she quit doing that design. They were so popular, I don't know why she would, but they were. So then when my folks were hitting their 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary, and this is the part where I miss those old chat sites that used to be like 30 years ago. The chat sites were ones that you could go on and you could type hi, and then another person by, hey, how you doing? And so I got to meet a lot of cross stitchers back then, and that was back in the 80s. And so that was when computers were fairly new to chat sites and stuff like that. Now the Yahoo chats is kind of like you send a message and then you have to wait for the other message to come back. And I like to talk one-on-one to people. So it was fun when I could do that. And one of the gals on there, and I can't remember who she was talking about a Teresa Winsler cross stitch that she was doing. And I said, well, I had my folks' 50th anniversary, so I did this like about 3 years before their 50th wedding anniversary. Well, I hate to tell you, but my folks are going on 65 now, and I still have it. So anyway, she redid the wording on it, and so she sent me the text on the wording. And I never really quite got to the point where I could put the wording in, because I tend to get a little off on putting words in. So as time went on and I worked on this, and I was really close to their anniversary, but I didn't make it to their anniversary as far as getting it done. I found that I goofed on the pattern, and where the gray line was, I had done that twice. So so then I had to correct myself and work it through. Instead of taking all the work out that I had put in, I just worked off of it. So I have an extra 2 rows in here, but most people won't even know it. So this is where I've gotten it to. Okay, then I'll back that off. And the beading and everything is done, you know. So I love this piece. I love Teresa Winsler's stuff. And I've even over the years have collected her patterns, and I'll show some of the ones that I have. But so this one is still not completed. I don't have a date on it because I haven't completed it. And I put my name and my date on things when it's completely done. So this one's not done. I still need to put some wording or something in it. But as far as the cross stitch and all the beautiful work on it, the back stitch and everything, that's been done for a good 10 years. If not 15, because mom and dad are going on 65 years. So, but I did, this was one of my favorite pieces that I worked on back then. Okay. And then my mother-in-law unfortunately passed away last year. And we're coming up to almost a year. It'll be April. So it's hard to talk about. But she's the one that got me to do cross stitch. And so when we went through her stuff after the funeral, we were able to take what we wanted. And I didn't take a lot because she was my mother-in-law. So, but I did take her owls. And she was so close to having this done that I had to finish it for her. So, this is what I finished for her. And my husband is going to frame it and whatnot. So I put, wow, I didn't think I'd get that emotional, but I did. So anyway, I put her name on it, and I don't have any of my name on it. And so this is something that she did, and the only thing I did was the back stitching. So I got that done for her, and it's over. So, excuse me, got too emotional there. So anyway, the latest thing that I did, and that most of you on Instagram that have been following me, and I'm sorry these are not ironed because they've been rolled up, is the seasonal cats. So this one that I did was the summer cats. And I love this. I think this is cool. So anyway, see, take it back. And I love the birds. I mean, I'm just a crazy person with hummingbirds and stuff like that. So, and the cat is one of the reasons why I got it. So anyway, this was completed last year. And it's kind of interesting because I'm not, there we go. Yeah, so I did complete it last year. And I have it marked as completing it last year. My son and daughter-in-law gave me the kit to this. And I have another kit that goes with it because that's also a seasonal one. And I believe I have the spring. And one of these days I am going to finish the spring. So those are the finishes that I found that are downstairs that are rolled up in a towel. And I have more, and I think you'll be really pleased with what I do have. All right, so now I'm going to do a real quick what I've been getting lately, which is unusual for me. I've been buying like crazy again, which is a shame. So anyway, I got on eBay because I work off of eBay, and I wanted this pattern, right? So I got this pattern. And so when the mail came, I got this pattern and this set of beads. Okay. So I wrote to the gal and I said, I got the pattern that I wanted, but I didn't get the bead. I got the beads for a different one. And she said, well, how would you like to, if you purchase the other one, I can send them both because I have one left. My apologies. And so I said, yeah, I guess I could do that. What the heck. So then I got this pattern, and then I finally got the beads that went with it. So I wasn't happy about getting this pattern because truthfully, it's not me. It's not anything that I care for. But I'll see if my daughter likes it. If not, who knows? I might just resell it. So my next project, like I was saying, and I'm getting close to Nantucket Rose being done, so my next project is going to be this, which is my daughter's Christmas sock. So I kind of didn't like the white. Well, no, I can't see it. Okay, so I didn't like the white in the background here because you got all that white in the characters. So I thought, well, they're out in the snow, so it should be kind of white. So I got this fabric. It's a hand dye that I got off of eBay. And what I love is that she tagged it exactly what it was. Whoops. And you get to choose from all the stuff that she has. So I got to pick that, and I had her information here, and all of a sudden it's kind of disappeared. So this is the information on that one that I did, the love. That's the Stony Creek. It's an awesome one. So if you ever see this, I have the other one that goes with this. I think it's Faith, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I have that. And then, excuse me while I go through this stack. So I'll show you some of the things that I have. I just got this one in the mail. So why all of a sudden I'm into Marabella when I wasn't years ago beats me, but I am. This one I actually had, and this is another one that I've had for years. So some of these I've had for quite a while. I don't care for this one as much as I like the other one that's out there where it's wrapped in the flag, and I would be more than willing to trade with somebody if they had the other one. These are all brand new. Alright, so then a Teresa Winsler footlock. Alright, so now I have about 8 minutes, and as much as I would like to show you some of the patterns I have, I would rather like to show you the ROK's Random Acts of Kindness. And the reason why I want to do that is because this gal that I quit with has been awesome. When she found out I did Brazilian embroidery, she gave me her Brazilian embroidery stuff. And so I was able to add to my collection. And so then when she found out that I was working on cross stitch, she said, hey, can you meet me? I'm going down to Portland, and she lives up in Lacey, so can you meet me? And I said, sure, I'll meet you at Love's Truck, which is about 5 minutes from here. And so I went and met her, and she handed me this bag, and I have to show you the bag. This bag, full, literally full of stuff. So I want to show you what all this stuff that she gave me. I said, now, can I pay you for it? And she said no. And I was like, what? And she said no. And I said, okay, fine, but if you ever need anything, then I have it, and quilts and that. So please forgive me for poking myself and whatever, but I tend to talk with my hands sometimes, so when I can't do that, then I tend to poke. So this is one of the patterns that's in there, and I don't mean pattern, I mean kit. This has all the floss in there that I ever need. You know, everything's right there that I need. So there's no need to go get floss because it's all right here in this bag, and the material, the pattern, everything is in there. And then she also gave me some of these patterns, which are really cool. And I got to figure out what okay, so this is the front side. So I'm just going to show you. Let's go back. So there's one. There's another one. Here's another one. Another one. So you can see she gave me a ton of patterns. Some of these I may never do. Some of these I may do. And what I'm thinking is, since all of you guys have been so generous in your kind comments and stuff, that I might take a couple of those because she gave them to me. That I may take a couple of those when I hit 1,000 subscribers and give them away. You know, that it's carrying it on, and that's what I want to do. So, and then she gave me this kit. All of these are kits. So I have this kit. Okay. There must be 7 of them in here. 6. So there's this kit. Let's see if I can. This kit. There's this kit. And I know a lot of you guys out there love the gold collection stuff. So this is all the gold collection stuff that she gave me. 2 more. I think this will probably be the first one I do. I like this one. Santa Claus. I love Santa. And I need to do more of those kind of things. So, and then there's this one. And I think I saw somebody on Instagram doing this one. So anyway, that was the awesome stuff that I got from let me think, Terry Fisher. She's a wonderful quilter, a good friend, and she's been weeding out her stuff. She decided that, like so many of us that have gotten up there in age, that we decided that we're going to do the things that we're good at, or that we like to do more than the other. And so she found that she wanted to quit doing some of the embroidery. So she gave me her embroidery stuff, and that was about 6 months ago. And then about 2-3 months ago, she gave me all this stuff. And I just in shock. It's like, thank you. I appreciate the fact that they even think about me when I do that. So it's amazing how many people now that are quilters that have decided that they don't want to do cross stitch, and how many of us quilters have decided that we don't want to do as much quilting. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to do any quilting. I'm just saying that I'm cutting back. And so my priority right now, or my love of craft, is the embroidery and the cross stitch. And I just realized I have my other embroidery that a lot of you have been following me on, and I'm debating whether to get up and go get it. It's in a box, so it may take a while to get out. So I think what I'm going to do is I will show you my bird feeder embroidery that I'm working on next time. And next time I should be able to do it in about 2 weeks. I might have things done by then, and it'll be kind of fun to do that. So since I have about 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the Teresa Winsler patterns that I have. And that's this one, the footnotes, or footprints. And this is my favorite saying. It always has been. When I worked for Bank Check Supply years and years ago, one of the guys that I had a crush on, I don't think he ever knew it, gave me a footprints plaque to put on my wall when I left to go to Oklahoma. And so he gave me that. And ever since then, I have loved that, and I have kept it on my wall. And so I think that doing her footprints would be kind of cool to put on the wall. Okay, another one that she's got is this castle sampler. And at one time, my son was really into castles and dragons, and so I had got that thinking I'd do that for him, but you can tell that never happened. So then I am part of my blood is Norwegian. It's not a lot because I'm more American than anything, but not as far as I'm European. So I have Swedish, German, yada yada yada. So anyway, but some of my blood is Norwegian. And so I loved this, the Nordic Angel. And one of these days, she is going to be done. I really want to do her. Okay. And then there was Lady of Harlot. So anyway, this is another one of hers that I got, the Teresa Winsler. And I love it. And I had thought of that for Philip as well, but so far that hasn't happened. And as always, I'm into cats because I have a cat wherever she disappeared to. And so I got this one. And in case you haven't figured it out, the HAED one is a cat. It's now can't think of the name of it. It has to do with the Celtic design. So anyway, there's a Celtic design around a cat. And my husband's not that crazy about cats, but oh well. So then I also had this one, the day. And you know, it's kind of funny because I've been looking at some of her patterns lately and I kept thinking, oh, that's kind of cool. And oh, I see, you know, I remember that one, but I don't think I have it. And sure enough, I have it in my stuff. So anyway, I'm roundabout at 30 minutes. So I'm going to call it good. I like to see that those of us that are on FlossTube, if we can limit it to 30 minutes, we're doing good. If we get to an hour, I tend to start pausing because I got a whole bunch of other stuff I have to do. So I hope you enjoyed my video. And if you have any comments or questions, or if you think that I need to show something else, let me know. I will try to figure out how I can get my quilt maker into the video, because that was the first big cross stitch that I did, and I'm real proud of it, and it's hanging on my wall, and I would show you, but I'd have to walk around, and like I said, we're at 30 minutes. So thank you for checking me out. Thank you for all your comments, and I look forward to you. I will put some of the information that I put on here, like Lana, I will put her YouTube on here, and I will also see who else or what else I said, and then I will try to add that on there too, so it's not too confusing and you're not going, well, where did you get that? So thank you. Have a great week, and hopefully in about 2 weeks I can get back to you. So best wishes and happy quilting or stitching. And like I do on my blog, it's happy quilting or happy stitching. So have fun. Thanks.